The real estate market has changed, and it always is. But you might remember those crazy times where houses were selling like hotcakes. But now with those higher interest rates, they definitely have cooled down quite a bit. And this means that if you're thinking about selling, you can't literally just slap a sign in the yard any longer and expect a bidding war to push up the sales price of your home. And my assumption is that you want to get top dollar for your property, right? So what we need to do is strategize a plan of action. Very simple, straightforward. But sometimes some of you are asking, how the heck do we stand out in a market that's getting more and more saturated and difficult to sell a property? You know, the good news is that's what this video is about, and we can definitely help. We've got a proven strategy for getting your home sold for the best possible price. And what we call it here at Just Living Realty is the ultimate homeowner experience. But there is one thing, it's not always all on the real estate agent. You as the homeowner play a vital role as well. Hey there, I'm Bobby Friel, again with the Just Living Realty Group. And if you're seriously considering, selling your Denver Metro or Vail High Country property, we've got your back. You just got to reach out. So let me ask you this real quick. A couple quick questions here. How long have you been thinking about potentially selling your property? And are you potentially worried that you have missed that peak selling window? And how do you see yourself in this house a year from now? Would that just be terrible for you? Because selling is a big, massive decision, and it's important to feel confident about the process entirely. And the right approach obviously makes all the difference. Now let's explore our basic setup and options here to see how we as an agent can help you achieve your goals. And here are some crucial and critical steps that you can take to shine in this market. And of course, get that top dollar for your home. First and foremost, let's make smart updates to attract buyers. So think about when you buy something, you want it to be ready to use, right? Well, it obviously is the same for home buyers. Nearly 94%, according to the National Association of Realtors, of people these days, they want a move-in ready home, not a fixer-upper. That means that any chip paint, outdated appliances, or those wonky floorboards, that can scare away buyers. So before we put your house on the market, the families that we serve, we typically do a walkthrough together to spot anything that might be a turnoff to those buyers. And in some cases, actually getting a professional inspection beforehand can be a hugely great idea. This way we can find and fix any hidden problems like leaks, cracks, or foundation issues. And here's a pro tip. You definitely don't want a sale or a deal falling through because of something the inspector finds that the buyer ordered. And it's not all about repairs. We can also help you identify some simple upgrades that we're going to give you really good return on your investment there. So for instance, a fresh coat of paint can totally transform a space, and it's generally relatively inexpensive. But the color does matter. And did you know that a light blue bathroom actually can increase your asking price by almost 2%? And guess what? Sprucing up your landscaping can really pay off big time. A lush green lawn can add a ton of curb appeal and potentially boost your offer upwards of 20 to 25% in some cases. Now let's talk about making your home shine for buyers. Imagine you're looking for a new place, right? You probably want to see a space that feels open and airy, a blank canvas that you can turn into your own home. That's the key here. We want potential buyers to easily just imagine themselves living in your house. This means decluttering is key. Family photos, mountains of souvenirs, and overflowing bookshelves can make your home feel crowded and too personal, which can be a turnoff to buyers. Cluttered space looks smaller, and a bunch of old stuff can really make the whole place feel outdated. And decluttering is a great way to prepare for moving anyways, since you're gonna have to pack up and move eventually. Now, the perfect time to sort through those boxes in the attic, shred those old papers, donate those clothes you never wear anymore, or put bulky furniture in storage, that's the perfect time to do it. Even if you don't get rid of everything, pack away most of your stuff before buyers come to see the house. The goal is to create a neutral space, a truly blank canvas where buyers, again, they can see themselves, envision themselves with their own furniture, their own artwork, their personal touches in your space and actually living there. Now let's talk about staging your home. Think of it like dressing up for a job interview. You want to look your best, right? You want to make that first impression. Well, goes the same for your house when it is listed for sale. These days, home buyers are used to seeing gorgeous online videos and pictures, and they expect the same when they come to see yours in person. Staging is all about making your home look its absolute best to really just wow those potential buyers, and it really does work. Studies show staged homes sell way faster, sometimes 5 to 10 or even 11 times faster than homes that haven't been staged. And on top of that, staged homes often sell for more money. We're talking about 4 to 20% more than asking price. Some people even hire professional stagers who bring in furniture and fancy decorations to really make the place look amazing. But you don't have to do all of that. You don't have to go all out if you don't really want to. And we can help you decide which route is best for you and your budget. And here's the other thing to consider. What kind of buyers are actually looking and typically looking for homes in your area? We know the local market really well, so we can help tailor your staging strategy to the buyers' preferences. For example, if a lot of people in your neighborhood work from home, maybe you could stage a spare room as a home office to show buyers how they could use the space. Next, you need to keep your house showing ready throughout the selling process. But how the heck do you do that? Because life obviously can get messy, and that is totally normal. But when you have potential buyers coming through, you really want your home to look its best, even on short notice. And remember, every showing is a chance to find that perfect buyer. So you don't want to miss any opportunities. Before you even list your house, consider hiring professional cleaners to make everything sparkling clean, especially those hard to reach areas. Once it's clean, obviously you can do your best to keep it that way on a day-over-day basis. A real simple and quick routine daily that wipes down the counters, sweeping the floors, and vacuuming can really make a big difference in how your buyers perceive your home. And here's a heads up. Most buyers are curious and will likely peek in your cabinets, your drawers, and your closets. So take time to organize those spaces and really make them look neat as well. Also, avoid cluttering countertops with toiletries and small appliances. And you're going to want to tuck away any personal stuff in a lockbox somewhere out of sight. Another most important thing is to price your home correctly from the start. With the changing market, you might have seen some crazy high selling prices in your neighborhood, and it can be tempting really to list your home for a super high price, hoping for a similar windfall. But be clear, let's be realistic. Even in a hot market, houses that are overpriced, they sit there for months and months and months without any offers. And the longer your house sits on the market, what happens in the minds of a buyer is they wonder what the heck is wrong with your property. Now, that doesn't mean that you should undervalue your home either. All I'm saying is that it's very important to work with a real estate agent who knows the market inside and out. We can pull all of the data and information and really help you figure out what price is best that's going to attract the most eyeballs online, meet all the specific conditions that a buyer wants. But the good news is, if you've owned your home for a while, there's a very, very good, solid chance it's worth a lot more than you paid for it, which means that with a realistic price, you're more likely to walk away with a nice profit. In fact, studies show that homeowner equity is at all-time highs at this point in time. So the final piece of the puzzle is finding the perfect partner to navigate this market with you. As a Colorado real estate agent, I spent years getting to know the ins and outs of our local Denver Metro and Vail High Country markets. And I can use that knowledge to position your house perfectly to attract the most buyers in today's environment. Plus, I've got the connections to find you qualified buyers who are actively searching for a home just like yours. So let's get you top dollar for your home in this market. Let's chat, do a little consultation, and come up with a clear plan, a clear strategy to help you achieve your home selling goals. The best thing to do, check the link in the top pinned comment or the description. There's a link to our team calendar there. Just pick a time that jives with your availability and we can take it from there. Now, while you're here, take a look at one of these other videos, keep that brain growing. And as always, here in Colorado, you got to get out and enjoy our sunny days. Stay sweet.